starting today with our strap, we're actually gonna start standing. And I'll find a spot to stand where you can actually see my face. I think you can, oh, dope, okay. All right, so just find feet, hips width distance apart, nothing too special. Grabbing your strap, bringing your strap overhead. Starting at a place nice and wide, just to start. Drop the strap in front of your face. Maybe you feel like this is way too easy for you, so you walk the hands closer together on your strap. Lift the arms up. With an inhale, exhale, drop them down behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Couple more times, inhale. Exhale. We're gonna keep doing this a few more times. Keep on going. Today's class will be focused on shoulder openers and back bends, which are very related things to do in yoga. If you think about doing back bends, you have to have a nice open chest. Depending on what pose you're doing, it'd be nice to also have your shoulders open. And if you can imagine what that pose will look like, maybe you're thinking of dancer's pose. So we're gonna have kind of our goal pose today be Chaturangasana, dancer's pose. It's either my least favorite pose or most favorite, depending on the day. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I don't like the balance portion, but I love the back bend of it. So we're gonna end with our arms up. And we're gonna kind of twist our body. So we're gonna turn our chest to face more to the right, and then kind of pull with our left hand pulling more towards the front. Come back to center. Twist our body the other side, chest over to the left, and pull your right hand closer to the front. Just feel that nice stretch in the underneath, under the arm, towards the armpits. Come back to center, let's do that again. Twist the chest to the right, pull with the left hand. Back to center, twist to the left, pull with the right hand. Nice. And from here, we're gonna let the hands drop down behind us. Actually pull the hands a little closer together on your strap, like so. And this is gonna be different for everyone because everyone's got different flexibility in the shoulders. Make the feet as wide as the hips, maybe a little bit wider, and drop the chest down, forward fold. Let the arms lift up overhead. If you feel like you're not getting a really good shoulder stretch here, you might be able to wrap the strap around the hands a little more and let the hands and shoulders fall forward over the head a little more. And then just turn your chin so it's touching your right shoulder, so you're looking to the right. Couple breaths. Look between the legs, and then chin over to the left shoulder, look to the left. You can always bend the knees here, let the chest rest on the thighs. Turn your chin face down and look between your knees. Shake the head out a little bit, side to side. No, I don't think I can watch any more Netflix. And little nods, yes, I want to go to a Mexican restaurant ASAP. As soon as this is over, it's all I can think about. I don't know about you. Slowly start to come up, press into the feet. Whew. And release the strap to the side. Nice. I don't think I need it anymore. Actually, I'll keep it just in case we do one more pose with it. We're gonna come down on the mat onto our backs, laying down. This is one of my favorite shoulder openers to do. We're gonna roll onto our right side, tuck the left arm underneath the crease of the back with the palm facing down, and roll back onto our left forearm. So our left elbow is about at a 90-degree angle. It depends on how flexible you are in the shoulder. If you find this is painful, bend the left knee, press into the left foot, and roll the body off that left forearm a little bit. If it feels good, just feels like a deep stretch, then lay totally flat. Close the eyes. This will be our little just remembering of the breath before we start moving. Starting that Ujjayi breath. Try to release any tension in the body, especially in the chest and the shoulder. The toes fall open to the sides. Just be aware of your belly rising and falling. And bend the left knee, left foot to the floor. Press into the left foot. Take that arm underneath, out from underneath. Roll onto your back. Cross the left arm in front of the chest. Hold it in with the right arm. Other side, bend the right knee, foot to the floor. Roll over to your left side. Tuck the right forearm underneath the crease of the back. Roll onto that right forearm. Palm on the floor. And again, if you want a less deep pose, if you feel pain, you're bending the right knee, foot to the floor, pressing into the foot and rolling a little bit out of it, just enough to pick the right shoulder up or whatever feels good for you. Otherwise, you're laying down. Again, you're closing the eyes. Maybe you're just taking in the sounds around you. Maybe you hear music. Maybe you hear your neighbors. Or if you're me, you hear your cat using the litter box, which I guess is a good sound. Go ahead, bend the right knee. Press into the right foot, unroll. Cross the right arm in front of the chest. You're coming onto your back and hold the arm in the left arm. Nice. Let's go ahead and bend the left knee into chest. Keep the right one extended. I want you to take the right hand on the outside of the left thigh and pull that knee over to the right side of your mat. Now from here, you can either just reach the arm, the left arm towards the left side, or you can start to bend that right knee and maybe grab that left foot with left, or the right foot with left hand. I believe this is called cat's tail in yin. It's a really nice, both back bend, giving a little quad stretch, and a little twist. Maybe you turn your head more to the left. Unbend that knee. Bring the knee back up to the sky and extend the left leg down, other side. Bend the right knee into chest. Grab the outside of the thigh, the left hand. Draw the knee over to the left side of your mat. Reach the right arm to right side. Or you start to bend that left knee and grab the left foot with the right hand. Take a couple breaths. Two more deep breaths to stay. Release that left foot, straighten the left leg, right knee to the sky, hug both knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze, rock a little side to side. Bring the feet down to the floor, knees pointed up, bent knees. Press the arms down and lift up for bridge pose. Now, if you liked what we did with the shoulder opener and you feel nice and open in the chest and shoulders, you can start to wiggle the shoulders underneath you. Maybe you interlace the hands, pressing the forearms down into the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Press into the heels, lift the hips as high as you can. We're going to do 10 little pulses, really small. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep pressing and lifting. Kind of semi-relaxed pose here. Heel to the feet so the big toes touch. Lift up the right leg. And little pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down right into the other side. Whew. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. And if you have your hands interlaced underneath you, go ahead and take a seat on your wrists. You can take Supta Baddha Konasana here, open the knees. You can extend the legs. Bend the knees, feet to the floor, and slowly undo the hands. And just bring your arms across your chest and grab opposite shoulders. Now for our next set, we're going to lift the legs up to the sky. Interlace the hands behind the head. You probably know what's happening now. Crunches. We're just doing 15 in this pose. 15, 14, 13, 12. Lift the shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay in this position, but lower the right leg. If you need a modification, the heel can come down to the floor. If you can keep it up, keep it up. Now we're just going to cross the right knee towards, or the right elbow to left knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Take a break. Knees pointed up towards the ceiling. Whew. Rock the knees side to side. Hug the knees into the chest. Start to rock up. And we're going to come into tabletop. So find your way to your hands and knees. After crunches, it feels really good. Actually, instead of hands and knees, let's go ahead, come onto our bellies. Don't bring your head down quite yet. Just bring your forearms down, coming into Sphinx pose. And just feel your abdomen just start to relax. Stretch after doing those crunches. Pull the elbows in towards the toes. Open the chest. Draw the shoulder blades in together. Take a couple of breaths. Nice. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press up to tabletop. Couple cat cows. Inhale, dip the belly, look forward. Exhale, press, spread the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, forward. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale, stay here, really press into the floor. Spread the shoulder blades, rounding the spine. Neutral spine release. So we're on neutral spine. Bring your knees closer together. We're going to extend that left leg behind us. You can tuck the right toes if you like. It's really up to you. Maybe you'll find out what you like in a moment. I want you to flex the foot and point the toes down towards the floor. Reach the right arm forward like you're about to shake someone's hand. Remember that? Remember shaking people's hands? Inhale to stay. Exhale, draw knee to elbow. Inhale to exhale. Inhale. Exhale, really round. Maybe you elbow yourself in the stomach a little. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now draw the knee towards the elbow, but then let the elbow come to the left side of that left knee. Extend one more time. Elbow to the left side of the left knee. Release to the floor, other side. Right leg extends, toes point down. Left arm reaches out. Palm faces the right side. Inhale to stay. Exhale to touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, elbow comes in towards the belly. Inhale, reach. Elbow slides onto the right side of that right knee. Inhale. Again, elbow to the right side. Lower down. Tuck the right toes. Extend the left leg back. Once again, reach the right arm forward. And then reach the right arm back. Bend the left knee. Maybe you grab the foot. If you have the foot, maybe you press the foot up into the hand. See if you can look down at the front of your mat. Slowly and controlled, release down. Other side. Tuck the left toes, extend the right leg. Reach the left arm forward, then back. Bend the right knee, see if you can grab the foot. If it feels good, press the foot into the hand. Look down. 3, 2. Slow release 1. Hand and foot lower. Come back into child's pose. Take a moment to gather your thoughts. Come to your breath. So imagine, I don't know where everybody lives, so I'm just gonna go off the weather that we're having here in Massachusetts. It's very rainy today. It's kind of gloomy. But I like to think of rain as some kind of purification of something that's going on. Washing some kind of negativity away. It's almost comforting to hear and see the rain. Slowly start to come up, tabletop. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take 4 deep breaths to stay. Lift the tailbone, ground the heels, press into the hands. Bend the elbows a little bit so you're not just sitting into the joint. Not something you have to do every time during down dog, but something I want you to do now. Just so you have more power in the arms and you're working out your muscles here and you're not just sitting in the joint. Pressing into the heels of your hands a lot, bending the elbows down towards the floor. And the left foot to the center of the mat, inhale the right leg up. Draw the knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lift the right. Knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift the right. Step the foot through the hands. Come into your runner's lunge. Shift a little forward and back. Just feeling an opening in the left hip. And slowly lower that left knee down to the floor. Lift the arms up overhead. You can hook the thumbs if you like. Opening the chest, maybe a little back bend here as you look up towards the ceiling. Maybe you like to bring your hands to your hips as you do this. And bring the hands down, step the right foot back, downward dog. 4 breaths to stay. Maybe you start to lift the heels and lower them down. And right foot to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Knee to nose. Inhale, lift the left. Knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Knee between the hands. Runner's lunge. Come onto your fingertips. Look forward. Open the chest. As you open the chest, it's okay if that right hip drops down a lot. Start to shift forward and back a little bit. Slowly lower the right knee down. Some people like to untuck the toes. It's up to you. Lift the arms up, maybe hook the thumbs, little back bend, opening the chest. Maybe bring your hands to hips. Personally, I love doing the hands to hips during yoga. I just feel so badass. Gives it a lot of attitude. Bring the hands down between, or other side of the left foot, step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Slowly walk the feet to hands. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Heel to the feet a little bit wider. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Bending into one knee at a time, swaying a little side to side. Come to stillness. Drop the hands down, heel to the feet, so hips width distance apart. Press into the feet, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms. Hook the thumbs together. Engage the belly button. Draw it in towards the spine. Little back bend as you look up. Just a little baby one. Maybe you bend the knees a little bit and do a deeper one. Slowly come up, hands to heart center. Open the arms in a T position. Start to twist over to the left, reaching forward and back. Let the left hand drop down towards your left thigh and reach the right arm up and over. Bring your arms back in that position. Untwist, facing forward. Twist to the right. Reaching the right arm back, and then drop the right arm down, reach the left arm up. Make that T to untwist. T with a twist. Let's do it one more time. Twist to the left. Drop the left arm, flip the right palm. Make the T. Twist to the right all the way through. Drop the right arm, flip the left palm. Make the T and face center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step one foot back from the other, plank pose. Let's open up our feet here, try something a little new. I didn't plan this part, but I have an idea. Let's take the left foot to the left side of the mat, right foot to the right side of the mat. Let's see if we can do a couple push-ups here in this weird kind of plank position. Let's see if we can lower down the chest and press up. Let's do two more. Press. Definitely shook a lot. Last one. And press. Feet come back together. Let's lower the knees down for this one, modified high to low. Inhale. Let's stay in cobra. If you see yourself here, see how high my shoulders are towards my face. Let's lower the shoulders away from the ears. Hug the elbows in. Press into the palms. Maybe wiggle a little side to side. Start to look up a little bit. Bring the chin down towards the chest. And lift the hips up towards the sky. Tuck the toes for downward facing. Take 2 breaths. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, slide through to plank. Exhale to downward facing. You thought you were gonna get away with not doing that, huh? Inhale, come into plank. Downward facing, exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. 3 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Look forward, walk the feet to hands. Stay in your forward fold, reach the arms around behind your legs. Maybe you interlace the hands here and press your arms against your calves, drawing your chin towards your chest. Maybe your forehead starts to touch your knees. You can bend the knees a lot here. Maybe you like to have the knees straight and see if you can do it. Stay in your forward fold, just let the head go, just shake it a little side to side. Release the hands, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Sun salutation C. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Right knee stays lifted. Heel to that left foot a little to the left. Press to the left foot, sweep the arms up. Come into your lunge. Open the arms in that T again, twist the left. Maybe that left hand comes down. Maybe you feel that right leg behind you and you lift up the right arm. So you feel a little back bend, you feel a little twist, and you feel a little opening in that left shoulder. Now, as you start to release that left hand, bring the right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. Take your right fingertips and just press on the front of that left shoulder. You can take your left palm and just rest on your lower back. Stay here for a minute. And start to lower that right knee down to the floor. Let's release the right hand down to the floor. Now, I did this in a private class the other day, and it just blew my mind how much I like this. Actually, Kira is here, so I'm gonna use that pose again. So normally we do deep quad stretches. You know, I kind of just tell you heel to the left foot to the top left corner, reach back with the left hand and grab the foot, etc. Deep quad stretch. But here I'm gonna have you do something a little awkward, but it's gonna be great, I promise. I'm used to awkward, so we're gonna take our strap, bring it behind us, and loop it around the the right foot. And bring that strap into your left hand. Now, if you have your block, go ahead, grab your block. You can use it underneath the right hand. You don't need to have it there. I'll show you without it. So the strap on both ends come into the left hand. And we start to lift the right foot. Maybe you start to bring the strap over your left shoulder, kind of like a backpack. Whew. Maybe your deep quad stretch looks more like this. Really depends on how open your front right hip is. Maybe you want to start to open up that shoulder as well, lifting up that left elbow so the left arm is kind of next to the left side of your head. If you want to try an even more intense pose, intense stretch, maybe you start balancing on the left foot and you reach up with both hands. This is very difficult and intense, especially for that front right hip. So if you're like falling out of here, sweating like I am, whew, it's very intense. Slowly release. Let's move that strap to the side for now. Heel to the left foot back to center. Step the left foot back. Plank pose, high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Through tabletop to downward facing. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Step the right foot to center between the hands. Lower that left heel down, warrior one. We're gonna change it up a little bit here. Lower the hands down, tuck the back left toes. Step the left foot forward at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Press and rise. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. That was one side. We're doing it again. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, left foot steps back. And we're keeping that left knee on the floor, or left knee off the floor, excuse me. Take a minute to breathe. Press into the right foot. Start to rise, lift the arms up. Anjaneyasana, lunge. Open up the arms in that T position once again. Twist to the right. Let that right arm come down. Maybe you start to feel that left thigh. Flip the left palm. Lift it up and over. Now remember this other side. So we're going to lower that left elbow to the right side of the right thigh. Take the left fingertips, press into the front of that right shoulder, and maybe let the right palm come down to the lower back. So we're twisting in this lunge. Nice and slow, we start to lower the left knee. Nice, so we're doing that quad stretch once again. Maybe you're like, oh my God, that was so hard. I promise you, they do get easier as time goes on, as long as you stick with it. So just take a minute to get that awkward strap. It's a really weird thing you gotta do, but it's worth it. Strap goes around that back left foot. Woo. Strap goes into the right hand. And you start to lift the foot up. You just kind of play with it and see what feels good for you. You have a block, you can go underneath your left hand. Maybe the strap starts to come over your right shoulder. Whew. If you're like me, it feels much better to have that right knee opening to the right side. And if you're doing that, you're probably coming onto the right side of the right foot. Maybe you start to lift up that right arm. Maybe you balance on the right foot, lifting the left hand and grabbing the strap with both arms. I'm sure you can see how this looks a lot like dancing right now. Stay and breathe. If it feels painful, then come out of the level of difficulty that you're doing right now. Come into a more modified version of this. Nice and slow, lower the left hand, release the strap to the side. Whew. Take a moment here, just take a breath. Tuck the back left toes, lift the left knee, right foot steps back for your plank pose. High to low, chaturanga. Inhale to exhale, downward dog. Left leg lifts up to the sky. Draw the knee into chest and step it through. Lower the right heel for warrior one. Lifting up. Lower the hands down, lift the right heel, step the right foot forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold down. Let's lower the hands down to the floor. Step one foot back to the other. Starting in tabletop, come all the way down onto your belly, which feels so nice right now. Let's just stack our hands under our chin and just wiggle our hips side to side. Now, this is one of my favorite shoulder exercises, and I have said that twice already in the past hour, but I love working out my shoulders. If my physical therapist is in this video right now, she'll know that I shouldn't be too hypermobile in the shoulder because it's actually done me some bad, but I promise I'm working on my exercises. So we're gonna bring the fingertips down to each side of your mat, lifting the elbows towards the sky. Press into the fingertips and start to lift the chest. Maybe lift the ribs off your mat. Press and stay and breathe if you can. For 5, 4, lift higher. 3, 2, slowly lower the ribs and chest. Press and lift just the chest, keep the ribs down. And lower that left shoulder, look to the right. Press and lift, chest lifts, look forward. Dip the right shoulder down, look to the left. Do this a couple more times. Inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, dip the left shoulder, look to the right. Inhale, lift a little higher. Dip the right shoulder, look to the left. One more time, inhale, lift. Left shoulder dips. Inhale, lift. Right shoulder dips. Come back to center. Now, lower the elbows down, but keep your arms in a goalpost pose here. We're gonna start to lift the chest a little higher. And now we start to lift the legs. Oh, and my teacher always says this, lower the legs really quick. David Vendetti, my teacher at South Boston Yoga, always says, if you have sticky outie bits, you might wanna reach the hand down and tuck it under so you don't die in this next pose. I love that. I'm gonna say that every time. So arms are goalpost, lifting the legs, lifting the chest. Locust pose. Draw the chest up and draw the elbows in towards your sides, down towards your waist. For 5, spread the fingers. 4, look forward. 3, 2, draw the shoulder blades together. 1, and lower down, stack the hands, forehead to the floor. Wiggle the hips side to side. Let's do another locust pose. I'm gonna reach the arms behind us. You can either stay here, opening the chest, so lift the shoulders and have the palms face kind of forward, but also down. Or you can interlace the hands and make it an even deeper shoulder opener. It's up to you. Come into whatever pose here in the upper body, and then start to lift the legs. We're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, nice, 5, 4, 3, 2 on one, lift high, and lower down, stack the hands. Wiggle the hips side to side. We're doing one more pose on our belly, Dhanurasana bow pose, which is just a fun pose to say, Dhanurasana. We're gonna bend the knees and just kind of cross the legs over each other, swing them side to side, windshield wiper them. Just getting a little loosey-goosey here. Now, we're gonna reach back, open the chest, reach both arms back. Now, thumbs point up towards the sky. This is probably the weirdest pose I've ever done. And it's like thumbs up, reaching back, and then we're grabbing the inside of the ankles. Then walk your hands down the ankles so you're actually grabbing more of the inner shin. From here, we're gonna find Dhanurasana. This might be intense for you right now. I definitely feel a huge stretch in the arms and the shoulders. Maybe you start to feel it in the lower back though. You lift the chest, you press the shins into the hands, you look forward and down, coming into bow pose. Now if you breathe really heavy, you can start to rock. Kind of hurts a little bit, depending who you are. If you want to make this a little more fun, you can rock the boat, fall onto one side. It's actually really fun to do, and it feels nice in the top shoulder. Come back to center, tip onto the other side. Let's meet back in bow pose. Lift up a little high for 3, 2, 1, and release. Stack the hands. Keep the knees bent and just wiggle your legs side to side. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lower the legs, press up into tabletop. Let's take a couple cat-cows at your own pace. And let's all meet in cat pose. So you're rounding the spine, spreading the shoulder blades apart, pressing into the floor. Anytime you do deep back bending, you want to end it with the opposite pose. So really rounding the spine here. Nice neutral spine. And we're just coming out of the pose to stand. Whew. All right, so final pose. Can't believe it's already about to be the end of class, but final pose is dancer's pose, Natarajanasana. So we're gonna grab our strap for this. You don't need a wall, but it's recommended if you're like me and you fall out of everything because balance is not your forte. Even as a yoga teacher, you'd be surprised. And it's just nice to be able to focus on the back bend. Sorry, you can't really see me. I'm gonna move the video up a little bit. Let's see. All right. So coming into Natarajanasana, dancer's pose, let's start by lifting the right foot. Lift the right foot and just hook the foot on that folded strap. There's a couple ways to do it. If you have a real yoga strap, you can thread one end of the strap in through the little holes and then get like a really good grip on the ankle or the foot. But I don't have that and most people don't, so we're just gonna use it like this. So we're starting like we did for that deep quad stretch. We're making that little backpack for our leg. And maybe you wanna hop away from the wall a little bit here because you're starting to realize you're gonna lean forward, right? So we're gonna start to walk the right hand up the strap closer towards the foot. And then maybe we start to kick the foot out and lift the right arm towards the sky. Look towards your wall and start to lean forward. Definitely you can bend that standing leg. A lot, a little, none at all. If you feel super into this, maybe you reach up and you grab the strap with the left arm for King Dancer. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, nice and slow. Woo. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. It's a deep pose, but it's a very rewarding one as well. Let's do the other side. Hook your strap, foot comes into that little strap. Make that little backpack. Lift the left arm, maybe you start to make the hand come closer towards that left foot. Lifting the arm, maybe you start to bow forward towards the wall. Bending the right knee, straightening it, whatever feels good. Maybe you fall over. Maybe you start to reach up with the right arm. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly 1. Whew. Who is sweating right now? I am definitely sweating. Feels good though. I love that pose. So let's go ahead and come down into child's pose. Like I said, it's always nice to end a deep back bend by doing a nice rounding of the spine. So let's all have our knees and shins and feet together for this child's pose. If you have a block or a book, grab it. Sit back towards the heels. Bring your forehead down to your block. You can let the arms come forward or back. If you bring the arms back, you can actually just let the shoulders rest. We open the shoulders so much today. Let the shoulders kind of fold in towards the chin. If you want an even deeper rounding of the spine, you can remove your block. And just rest your chest on your knees. Take 4 deep breaths. Now, if you have a friend or a partner with you, maybe one of you gets up and gives the other a nice assist. The assist you can do here is just by gently putting pressure in the lower back, right? Not directly in the spine. Your hand can go on the heels of the hand down, fingertips pointing up, and just press right before the butt, right after the hips, right about here. And just give them a nice little press. Should feel good. Always give feedback. Normally, I wouldn't tell you to do adjustments on your friends, but I think that's a pretty safe one to do. And if you're doing that, go ahead and switch people. So if you have the other person doing it, switch sides and give each other that nice little assist in the lower back. coming up to tabletop. Believe it or not, it's about time for Shavasana. So swing the legs around, get comfortable, get your blankies. Yes, I say blankies still. Maybe you like a block underneath each knee. We did a lot of back bends. So maybe you're not doing a back bend as your final pose. Now, if your lower back hurts, can you see me? Yes, you can. If your lower back hurts while you're here laying flat, go ahead, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the sky. Make the feet wider and knock the knees together. You should feel a nice grounding sensation in your lower back. Go ahead, release the arms to the sides. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just let your breath become natural. Release any tension in the fingertips, in the jaw. And then start to part your lips a little bit. Release any tension in your forehead or eyebrows. Release any tension from your abdomen. So imagine your belly just spilling onto the floor. Your sides just getting heavy. Imagine your heart just opening up. Your shoulders falling away from each other. One of the reasons I love Shavasana so much, other than the fact that it's relaxing, is that you're closing your eyes and becoming very vulnerable in a very loving way. You know, our face and our chest are facing the sky, which is a very vulnerable position, and our eyes are closed as well. And right now, we're all very vulnerable. We're all very, looking for something to do, looking for something to happen. But really, right now, we're just like this pose. All we can do is just let it happen, release the control we think we have over it. And just open your heart, open your chest, and let the love that you have for your family and your friends just show and pour out. Let the love, the community of your friends, family, and people that do yoga with you pour into your chest. And allow this vulnerability to be one of your biggest strengths right now. Slowly wiggle the fingers and toes. Come on to one side. Stay here. I'm going to get up and slowly press up into a seat. Pay attention to the sounds around you, the rain, the music, the silence. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. We share our vulnerability, we share our gratitude. The light and dark in me loves and honors the light and dark in you. Namaste.